There are times when the streets of New York look like a scene out of Mad Max.
I saw an elderly woman get run over by an ATV, actually, and the guy just sped off.
This video captures a group of ATVs and dirt bikes not only driving in the street, but on the sidewalk at East 59th and 3rd Avenue on the Upper East Side. These illegal vehicles have been acknowledged as a nuisance by City Hall, law enforcement, and by New Yorkers who have simply had enough.
Let them go. Scary. Very scary.
In some instances, the illegal joyriding has turned violent. Police say a father and son were attacked by a group on dirt bikes in Harlem back in March. Residents that the vehicles are in fact illegal.
Men on dirt bikes circle an NYPD officer appearing to terrorize him at a Bronx gas station.
New video shows dirt bike and ATV riders circling an NYPD officer in his patrol car, appearing to taunt him at a Bruckner Boulevard gas station Sunday. According to investigators, this started around 4 p.m. when police noticed the group riding erratically. When approached, one then abandoned his bike. When an officer tried to take the bike into possession, that's when police say the group started riding around him, creating a potentially dangerous situation. At one point, you can see a guy appears to try and grab a yellow bike left by the pump, but runs off as the officer approaches. In the video, the officer could be seen gripping onto his taser, which police say he did not use. Eventually, more officers arrive, and that's when police say the bikes sped off. This isn't the first time cameras captured disrespect toward the NYPD.
It's literally hundreds coming down the block.
Some Upper East Side neighbors say this is happening at all hours of the day, multiple times a week. ATVs and dirt bikes taking over New York City streets illegal. This footage shows riders popping wheelies in Chelsea as they spread across all lanes of traffic for an Easter Sunday cruise.
We know the reasons why high-speed chases in New York City are not a good idea, but we need the NYPD to have a presence and to enforce the laws that exist.
According to a police source, the NYPD last April to October took more than 3,000 dirt bikes, ATVs, mopeds, motorcycles, and scooters off the street. Our source says because this is a seasonal problem, enforcement efforts are currently ramping up. And after we started asking questions about what is being
wild and dangerous scene in Queens, a throng of illegal dirt bikes and ATVs just disregarding the rules of the road. The NYPD in the air and on the ground. Enough is enough.
This invasion of illegal dirt bikes and ATVs on South Queen streets putting a chokehold on rush hour traffic.
Too reckless, too dangerous, you know what I mean?
Drivers with no choice but to sit and watch the convoy of bikers on Rockaway Boulevard as they weaved in and out of traffic Friday evening, popping wheelies. Newscopter 7 following the reckless rendezvous.
They have no regards for the driving law. Other people pay the price.
At one point, the dozens of four-wheelers and dirt bikes converged on this mobile station.
Everyone could get scared, like if you see them in the group, they're coming towards you, they're not stopping on the red light. Spotted
at least one NYPD helicopter on their tail, but eyewitnesses we spoke with say more cops were on the ground. A sight many New Yorkers have become accustomed to, especially when the weather warms up. Driving frustrations.
They weren't just passing by straight ahead. You don't want to have that on the road.
It's people sick and tired of seeing ATVs and dirt bikes. They're not only illegal here, but they're dangerous.
And it has led to some heated confrontations between riders and pedestrians. And now even the mayor is weighing in.
Some aggressive noisemakers love to dangerously and illegally roar through the streets of New York City.
Your heads at the motorcycles and ATVs that scare so many people. But tonight, from the roads to the shredder, New York Mayor Adams making good on his promise to destroy these danger cycles.
Hundreds of them taken and today destroyed.
With swarms of illegal motorcycles, dirt bikes, and all-terrain vehicles rumbling through the city at all hours of the day and night. We saw scores of them rolling past the Barclays Center in the middle of the evening rush hour, swerving in and out of traffic with no one to stop them. But the NYPD is cracking down. So far this year, 2,000 bikes and ATVs have been seized from city streets and taken to the NYPD's Brooklyn impound lot, where they are crushed by a 150-ton bulldozer are unregistered. Their drivers are unlicensed and uninsured. And for many New Yorkers, they contribute to a feeling of lawlessness in the city.
They're loud, they run people over, they're a nuisance. They block the streets, they do their little circus act, you know, they do their wheelies, and they lose control, they hit a car, they hit a person, and still nothing happens to them.
Officers cannot chase them, but police commanders have found other ways to seize them.
New Yorkers say they're unsafe at any speed. Gangs of rogue bikers on ATVs and dirt bikes swarming the streets of Manhattan, doing wheelies through traffic past tourists in Times Square. Police have been reluctant to intervene for safety reasons, to avoid dangerous pursuits, but facing new pressure tonight to do something. After a carjacking and shooting on this Manhattan bridge that left a 45-year-old man near death, the suspects fleeing on dirt bikes still at large.